So we are continuing the Spiritual Oasis Lake, Chapter 5. Man has improved and invented various means of comforts, amenities, luxuries to a great extent, and developed his tastes, fancies, entertainments, and recreations to fantastic degree of refinement, of enjoyment. But he has comfortably or unconsciously forgotten that there is a law of duality in nature, inexorably working in the cosmos. With darkness follows light, sorrow follows happiness, cold follows heat, death follows life, misery follows enjoyment, and vice versa. So long as we live in and are governed by the cosmic law of duality, we have to suffer all the rigors, unhappiness, sorrows, and miseries of materialistic world of Maya in alteration of our happiness and enjoyment of every kind. Therefore, all our efforts to mitigate or reduce our sufferings are only superfluous methods of palliation or temporary relief and amelioration. We fail to examine the root cause of all these multifarious sufferings and miseries, and to search for a permanent cure for the eradication of the deep, insidious, all-pervading diseases of the subconscious mind. Even if we become aware of the fires of our vicious instincts, we are unable to extinguish or neutralize them, as they are too deep, insidious, and intractable to bypass and supervene our intelligence and reasonings. As mentioned before, these fires of instincts sprout and thrive in the soil of faithlessness or superfluous faith in divinity. Therefore, for the permanent cure and eradication of these insidious, baser instincts, we have to go back and cultivate faith in divinity. This inspiration and cultivation of faith in divinity can only be imbibed in the constant company of men of faith, or awakened and enlightened souls, blessed by the grace of God. Therefore, the only hope to save the humanity from the self-created, burning, desolate desert of our consciousness is to find a man of faith or a spiritual guide who can inspire, lead, and usher us into the divine oasis within our souls. This divine oasis is described in various scriptures as divine eminence, divine effulgence, divine light, divine ghost, divine presence, divine grace, divine truth, divine kingdom, Garden of Eden, heaven, paradise, Brahmpura, Begampura, Sachkhand, Nijgar, Shabad, wordless word, where divine kindness, divine compassion, divine intelligence, divine fragrance, divine beauty, divine benevolence, divine will, divine joy, divine bliss, divine love, divine grace, pervade and prevail. This divine oasis or heaven is the innate heritage of every soul, but is lying latent and dormant, hidden in our worldly consciousness. The heritage of divine grace or divine oasis has to be awakened, ignited, activated, developed, and manifested in our consciousness through intuition, by contact with and in the company of awakened, enlightened souls blessed by the grace of the Lord. Such blessed souls are rare, but they are the only saviors of humanity. These awakened and enlightened souls live, enjoy, and have their being in the spiritual glory of the Lord. They are living spiritual oasis in the midst of desolate burning desert of Maya. In fact, such blessed God-men are the moving spiritual universities, imparting the science of the soul to everyone who comes in contact with them, and enable aspiring souls to take refuge and solace from the burning deserts of their own minds.